Hello guys, welcome to Scene Through Wrist. I'm your host. In today's video I would like to talk to you about one of my favorite watches from Patek Philippe sports range when we are stuck in the topic of sports watches. As we all know, these days the most valuable watches are not these which are made of solid gold, but these which are made of stainless steel and are unavailable to buy from the shop. Few weeks ago I had opportunity to test this watch for a few days, and I would like to share my views on this piece. It was a really big moment for me to have a time one-on-one with this timepiece. Since I knew watches, I was really keen on Patek Philippe Aquanaut watches, and to be honest with you, I prefer them to Nautilus range. Every time I pop by a Patek Philippe shop, I do ask about Aquanaut watches because for me they are real grail watches. Grail watches when we talk about sports range. The watch I am happy to share my views on is Patek Philippe Aquanaut Travel Time 5164A. That's the one with stainless steel case. The watch itself comes with a rubber strap. Patek Philippe calls it a tropical black rubber strap. The watch has a case of 40 millimeters of diameter. The case is nicely done, it's well balanced, it's really comfortable on your wrist. It sits on your wrist really neatly and feels really nice whilst you have it on your wrist. Believe me guys, when I had few days to wear this watch on my wrist, it was exact for a weekend. That was a weekend watch for me to wear and for me to test it. It's amazing, I must say. The watch is amazing indeed. Size-wise, this watch is just brilliant. I mean, how Patek Philippe managed to stay true to its roots of the Aquanaut range and Nautilus range as well. This design reminds me of 70s watches with brushed bezel and also matched very nicely with polished surfaces, creating very desirable combo. The special thing about this timepiece, and I mean the finishing technique that Patek Philippe went for, especially on the dial, is just superb. I mean, if you look at the watch from different angles, you'll get different impressions when it comes to what you see on the dial. Different shades of black that momentarily look like brown. Patek Philippe calls this dial black embossed dial. If you have opportunity to test this watch in person or just see it in person, play with the angles to find out different color impressions that you will find indeed. For a daily wear, this watch performs really well. I mean, the size of the watch and the balance that you get from the case being stainless steel and the strap being rubber, it makes a whole lot of difference in wearing it every day. I know that the strap may run out of fashion. You might want to change it for something different like stainless steel strap or something other for a difference. However, I am just purely impressed by how it performs during wearing it every day. The watch itself is waterproof, so you can swim with the watch. I believe as the crown is screwed in, it has 100 meters of water resistance, so you don't need to worry about leaving the watch whilst you enjoy your time on a beach or swimming pool, in aquapark, and where you want to wear this watch, there are no problems with that. Even though this watch costs more than, how to compare it, more than 5 Rolex Submariner watches, it's really safe to wear this watch. Not many people can recognize Patek Philippe in this timepiece. It's very subtle and it has complication that is really useful. Travel time function is one of my favorites. In case of Patek Philippe, if you don't use GMT function, which is the second hand showing time in different time zone, then you can simply hide it behind the main hour hand and it becomes your normal unclustered watch. and still you can have a date function in a subdial at 6 o'clock. In my opinion, my perfect daily watch would need to have a date. In my previous videos on my channel, you can find a video that I made about how to set travel time function, where I was playing with the watch itself. And now I just summarized this whole experience with this timepiece on my wrist. And the only thing I don't like about this watch is strap adjustment. Because in order to make this watch sit on your wrist perfectly, you need to cut the strap. So if you cut it a bit too much, then the strap is useless and it's not gonna fit your wrist properly. So the very important thing is to leave cutting the strap to the shop from which you purchase the timepiece. However, other than that, I am really crazy about this timepiece and I really would like to get one in the future, and maybe that would be my whole collection settled and I wouldn't look further for anything else. I really admire the way that Patek Philippe combined all good things together. I mean, unclusteredness, legibility, wearability, and great usage that you get out of this timepiece. I remember 8 years ago when really no one was talking about Nautilus and Aquanaut watches. They were really underrated underdogs. However, right now people, they just started to appreciate the great design and they discovered the great heritage of Nautilus and Aquanaut. They noticed the subtle beauty of sporty watch. I mean, when I look at this timepiece, even from the videos that I took, from the footage that I took, I really want to buy this watch and just take care of it, wear it every day. It's so practical. It has beautiful hour markers, it has Arabic numerals, everything is luminescent so you can read time in the dark. No problems with that at all. However, the real problem is that this watch is next to impossible to get in a Patek Philippe store. When you approach Patek Philippe shop, then they will tell you that the watch is unobtainable, it's out of stock. Some say the waiting list for this timepiece is 5 years and it's already closed, so you cannot get it at retail price. However, I will still keep on trying. I'll keep on trying to get one, and when I get one, I'll be fulfilled about the watch that I wear every day. My daily wear would be definitely an Aquanaut, regardless of that being travel time or just a plain 5167 with hours, minutes and a date function. I'll keep on trying, guys. If you are a businessman or just a person who flies really frequently around the world, I would certainly recommend this timepiece. I mean, travel time, that would be your ultimate travel buddy. Extremely simple, subtle and yet complicated in terms of complications that you get in this timepiece. If you want to find out more about how to use this timepiece, how to set it, how to use travel time, etc., just simply search for my previous video about it. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe to Seen Through Wrist and stay tuned for more. Thank you.